What's up, people? It's MC, and this is another episode of Closed Minded Journal. Finally, returning again. And today I want to talk to y'all about Facebook and let y'all know the reason why I'd rather pay for it than to get it for free. And I know right off the bat that sounds crazy. Like, why would you want to pay for something that you can get for free? Something like Facebook. Why would you want to pay for it? But let me explain to you something. Starting with the account that I had for 5 years. The Microphone Criminal account. Very popular page, monumental page right there. Well, that account got hacked into last December. It took me a couple days to get it back. You know how you gotta send a copy of your ID to Facebook and they verify everything, and then if it's you get the account back. So that's what I went through. I got hacked. I went through the proper procedural things to get the account back. They gave it back to me, and then wouldn't you know, within I think a day or two after that, they disabled that account. After 5 years of having this account, they just disable it. I wake up one day and I just don't have an account. So this is the reason why I say I'd rather pay for Facebook, because when you pay for something, you now have a interest into it, a financial interest in this case, where if I'm paying for a service, I have certain rights that come with that monetary thing that I'm giving the company. You know, I give them money, and in return I get an account, and with that account I have rights to that account. So if somebody hacks my page or something like that, not only can I get that account back, but you won't be able to just disable my account just because. You know, Facebook doesn't have to give you a reason why they disable your account. They basically can tell you anything. They sent me something talking about to keep up with their culture of authenticity. You know, they had to disable my account, whatever that means. But if for some reason there was a dispute about that page not being mine, one, how was I able to get the page back when it got hacked? Like, if that page was really a fake page, wouldn't the hacker, once my page had got hacked and I would have hollered at Facebook to get the page back, wouldn't they had said, oh, this page isn't real, and shut it down right then and there, as opposed to giving me the page back? They verified the information. They say, oh yeah, this is you, here's your account back, and then 2 days later they disable my page, talking about a culture of authenticity. What's so authentic about deleting somebody's page that they've put 5 years of effort into, 5 years of building contacts and all that? What's so ethical and authentic about doing something like that to your consumers? But that's the thing. See, we aren't consumers, because we're basically utilizing this website for free. So basically, the people who are putting money into Facebook, which are the advertisers and whatnot, you know, they have the interest invested in Facebook, whereas we're just the sheep. You know, we're nothing. Whereas if we was paying for it, then we would have certain rights that come with paying into this whole service. And that's the reason why I'd rather pay for Facebook, because if my account, if I'm paying for something, if I'm a member of something and it's going to get deleted, you can't just delete it for no reason, and I have no remedy to get it back, which is what goes on right now with Facebook. You know, Facebook can just delete your account or disable your account at any time. I'm talking to everybody who has a Facebook page right now. At any time, Facebook can just turn it off, regardless of what you have built on there. If you're making money from there, you're promoting, you're doing anything, all that can come to an end at the snap of a finger, and they don't have to give you any reason, because they don't owe you anything. You're not paying into this thing. You're just a free user. You're nobody. You know what I mean? There's over 400 million nobodies on Facebook right now, driving this company, but they have no say over their account, because at any given time it can be snatched away from you. And that's what happened to me. Wake up one day, account just gone. So that's why, me personally, I'd rather pay for Facebook. And since then, I've tried to create other Facebook pages, and they keep getting disabled. I think I'm like banned from Facebook. Make sure y'all check out my other videos on this topic, only on MCTV. But I think I'm like banned from Facebook, but every time I create something, it gets disabled. And this is the reason why I'd rather pay for Facebook, because I do think that the service of Facebook can be useful. You know, it did provide some help. I don't think it's everything, but it can be useful to people depending on, you know, what you're using it for. But at the same time, the more useful it is to you, the more insurance you would want to put on it to make sure that that machine can keep working for you. And at this point in time, none of the users have any insurance, because you can get your account disabled and can't get it back. You know, they ask you to send in an ID, you send it in. Even if they give you the account back, they can still take it away from you again. And the same thing goes for other accounts I've set up that got disabled, and they asked for me to send in a ID, and then they send me something back saying, oh well, we need you to take a picture with the ID in the same picture. And it's just a mess, and I have to go through all that because Facebook is a free service. And you know, I'm done. I can't mess with Facebook like that, because for one, it's a lot of agendas being pushed, and it's okay on one side to proclaim an agenda, but it's not okay for the other side to protest an agenda. And whether or not that's the reason why I can't get on Facebook, I don't know. But my thing is, I put a lot of time and effort into that Facebook page, and it was disabled, and they don't care. They just wrote it off, and I have no remedy to get it back. And I feel like if they can snatch 5 years worth of effort just like that with no remorse, then I don't need a Facebook page. And that's the reason why I'd rather pay for Facebook. This was Closed Minded Journal.